Hey, happy Monday. Are we getting sound yet? Oh, I think we have it now. Here we go. This is Lady Pamela. Yes, St. Patrick's Day is coming up this week. So I suppose you're wondering why the profile, why I have the side camera. This is my new good side. This morning I had the Mohs surgery, my first surgery ever, and a little outpatient surgery. And so this side is not ready for prime time yet, and probably won't be for a little while. So um, we'll we'll go with the better side here, the new better side. And I see we've got a lot of hellos, and we're thinking about maybe next week, celebrating St. Patrick's Day. By getting Tony McManus. I contacted him. He's in Australia. He's actually on an airplane at the moment. Otherwise, he would be here. But he asked about logging in and being my guest next week. So so hopefully that'll work out. So he's just the greatest Irish fingerstyle guitarist. Just an amazing player. And so I know a lot of you know Tony McManus. He's just so look him up, especially on St. Patrick's Day, looking for some music. That would be a good thing to do. So yeah, so I think the um, before the uh, before this wears off entirely, um, I wanted to just look at a couple of uh, a couple of moments from All Star Guitar Nights in the past, and this was Alison Brown is one of my favorites. We should get her on one of the Monday lives, don't you think? So see if we can do that live while I'm here in Nashville for the next few weeks. But this is her playing her tune Deep Gap at an All Star Guitar Night. Let's see if we
It's
get
a tune called Deep Gap.
All right, are you hearing the audio? For some reason, I'm not hearing the audio on my end. So I'm hoping that you are. It's just, yeah. Uh, so Alison Brown, as you may know, is a great banjo player, and she joined me with All Star Guitar Night, also on guitar. So a lot of people don't know she's a really fine flat picker as well. So, and yes, I was wondering who would comment. Who did you see on the side? Okay, I noticed a couple of you saw Nokie Edwards sitting there. Yeah, well, maybe we'll check out a clip of his as well. And on fiddle, who was on fiddle? Bing, bing, bing. Okay. And the answer is yes, Vassar Clements joined us. So great fiddle player, and in his day, I mean, a historic fiddle player. so a little older. Um, by the time of that video, that was 2003 that we did All Star Guitar Nights. So we don't have a guitar night set up right now for this year. I'm kind of looking for a team. So True Fire, Brad and Allie from True Fire and the whole gang used to help out and just did a great job just putting together all the details. So if somebody wants to, join the team, and maybe we'll put together another group and get one of these all-star guitar nights happening again, because they were just some incredible moments that were. Okay, Tom says yes, you are hearing the audio. Okay, so I think it's just maybe my input that's not working. So that's good, because we'll play some again. So what do you think? I'll play a bit of Nokie here. This is his tune. I Got a Woman. Oh, yeah. You know, listening to the Ventures, you wouldn't know that Nokie can do all this really fancy fingerstyle stuff. Um, see, Tom here grew up listening to the Ventures, and uh, I that was a little before my time. But when Nokie came to the Chet Atkins convention, where Funny and some of us got to meet him, he came over to the house and started playing all these Chet tunes and Jerry Reed tunes, and just uh, great feel on the fingerstyle and just incredible technique. And I didn't know he could do all of that. And he's just so comfortable as a player, and just a charming person too. And ran into him in Japan, of all places. I was playing in Tokyo, and I happened to look at paper or something and noticed that Nokie was playing in Tokyo also that same weekend. And I had one free day, and he was on the other side of town. So my friend Mariko and I got together and went uh, on the subway and the uh, all the train lines, and got to the other side of town and met up with Nokie and just had a picking session there in the hotel room, and went out together afterwards. So it was just some cool times. He played a lot in Japan, so he was just really well loved in Japan, and he so enjoyed, I know, playing in Japan, and the audiences there as well. So yeah, we was hanging out with Nokie and Judy Edwards, so cool times. Well, I did get a request here for some Mike Dawes. Yeah, Mike Dawes also joined us for an all-star guitar night. I don't have footage of that, right? I'll look for it maybe for uh, another another Monday. But yeah, we had so many great players in there. And you noticed Seymour Duncan there, okay? Any other cameos that you pointed out here? Dave Pomeroy, yes, on bass. And Dave became the president of the Musicians Union, first to Nashville Union, then the entire nation. And in fact, I have to confess that the last presidential election, I entered him as a write-in. So I voted for Dave Pomeroy. I mean, he's just done such a great job with the union. I say, that's what we need to, run this country. Somebody like Dave, who just, really cares deeply about people, works very hard, and is just a deep thinker, just really looks at all angles of things, and just has done just a wonderful job with the union. So, and a great bass player, not to mention. So, very in-demand studio player. Well, let's see. Let me play. We got some greetings here from some people in my class here. So we're doing this little online class, and as I mentioned before, we were working with Christopher Parkening the last week, and we're thinking about doing something, a Pat Bergeson tune coming up. So maybe I'll finish off with that. But a couple more greetings here, and I'll play one more live tune, and then we'll finish off with look for a little Pat Bergeson. We're saying some more greetings. Greetings, Isaac. Greetings, Margaret, and Rob, and Toby. Okay, we'll do another one I'll drop it down here. I happen to be a dadgad tuning, so. I call that one The Gathering, written for the Harp Guitar Gathering, where we get together. So I had a harp guitar project this week. I was asked to do music for a video game, and they were specifically looking for harp guitar music. So a very fine composer, Anne Catherine Dern, had written a piece, and she wrote it for harp guitar. And so I'm waiting for this game to come out. So I recorded it this week and sent it to her. And I think it's one of those post-apocalyptic games. I can't even say it. But I'll tell you more about it. I don't know how much I'm allowed to divulge of this upcoming game with harp guitar music in it. So I guess I'll stay in touch with her and find about that. But it was nice to see such pretty writing, and so it was. I enjoyed the whole process of playing, learning, and playing this seven-page piece. So pretty challenging piece. And getting that to her. So, well, greetings to everyone this week. Happy St. Patrick's Day coming up this next weekend. And let's take a look. This was actually the finale from All-Star Guitar Night, and we did Pat Bergeson's tune Mountains of Illinois. So we'll see about playing that in the future. Oh yeah, you were right. That was Victor Wooten there at the end, and you saw Danny Gat. Oh, let's see, Danny Flowers there was there, and Seymour Duncan. Yep, Johnny Highland you saw, and Brent Mason. We should get Brent sometime on a Monday Live. What do you think? It would be great if we can catch him. So he's been the #1 studio player, studio guitarist for many years. Uh, yeah, what a cool night that was, getting that group together. And again, Dave Pomeroy on the bass. So we had a question here: how big is the bridge plate on my harp guitar? So let me see. It's a little more than a cubit here, according to my arm. So yeah, it's most of the real estate here on this. It's actually 3 bridges kind of together, and it has 3 different pickups, so that I can amplify the regular, the sub bass, and the super trebles separately. So it has 3 outputs, so 3 output jacks here on there. So yeah, at this angle, look, it looks especially big here. Seeing it from the fisheye lens. And also a question about the Chet Atkins convention. I'm not sure if I'm going this year because I'll be teaching at the Andy McKee Guitar Camp in August in Nashville, and so that should be really cool to do. And also I'll be teaching at the International Guitar Camp in California that Neil Hogan is putting together. That'll be in September. So to do something, and then again in the middle of July, that kind of breaks up our sailing time a little bit with Brian. And I know some of you have been watching the Acoustic Sailing channel. Nice to see that. Brian is still in the Bahamas, so there'll be a new episode coming out in a little while, and then you can catch our adventures sailing up the coast of Maine, and that's where a lot of those songs came from that were inspired by that that trip. Well, I'll sign off right now, and greetings to you all, and we'll see you next Monday. Hopefully this will be a little healed by then, on its way. So we'll see. I may be at this angle for a little while yet. So either that, or we'll just go with it. So the question is, should I keep doing these Monday lives? And so let me know what you think. Should I keep doing them, and or give it a break for a while? So so anyway, if you if you have any suggestions or any thoughts on that, just drop a text, and we'll check it out later on. So see you later. Bye.